guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we were supposed to be doing evil heroes. We got a new skill for Supreme King Jaden, but it pretty much just turned into an elemental hero deck. There's no real reason to play evil heroes with this skill. If we're gonna play evil heroes, there's way better skills, and then we could just Dark Fusion summon the evil monsters. Normally this skill is supposed to be like a backup special summon, but it's really just too hard and not any good. Can be used if the only monster on the field is an elemental hero monster. Banish that monster and play an evil hero that uses it as fusion material. So we got a bunch of new evil hero boss monsters that use a bunch of the older elemental heroes like Clayman and Burst Matrix and stuff like that. So we are using Clayman and Burst Matrix, but the trick is you cannot summon any monsters during the turn you activate this skill. So you can't just normal summon a Clayman and bring out a better evil hero. It makes the skill way too crazy hard to use. So I mean, even just slapping E-heroes, elemental heroes through the deck, you still don't really use it. But yeah, it only limits you to elemental heroes or evil heroes. So I really just looked at it as an elemental hero support, and E-heroes are really far from meta. They need some new support like crazy. A new skin on Stratos isn't enough. But evil heroes themselves, there's better skills. There's Sinister Calling, which is really good. There's Dominion of Darkness, which is really good. So there's better skills. Then you can just fusion with the Clayman and do straight up evil fusions with your Dark Fusion. Be better use of the deck. But this is the skill we got from the event. This is the one that unlocked from the extra steps. So you figured it'd be a little better, but it's actually not very good. So just a little elemental heroes fun between now and then, I guess. Pretty basic, except with some Clayman and some Burst Matrix. Like I said, Burst Matrix. And then we just lean on some of the best staples in the game. 2 Treacherous, 5 Mystical Space Typhoon. Summon some E-heroes and hope for the best. And then in some super rare situations, we turn our Clayman into Lightning Golem, who can once return, target a monster on the field and destroy that target. Pretty good. If we get really crazy and get the Burst Matrix out, we get Inferno Wing. She does piercing, and then when you destroy the monster, it's half of either their attack or defense, whichever was higher. Virtually never use this skill. Can't build a deck around it. It's supposed to be like a comeback, but it's just too slow. Pretty weird. That said, I do use it once in the replays, but it's just a little elemental hero revisit before we go deep down into the new evil hero cards. Evil heroes just aren't there yet. Heroes are a weird, hard archetype to get working, but I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going first. He's got 30 cards, it looks like, and a life point boost. So we have a Clayman and some Mystical Space Typhoons. So we're gonna set the Clayman. Now our boy sets a monster. That means, guess what, guys? We're gonna be able to use the skill. Call from the Dark. We get rid of the Clayman, bring out the Lightning Golem. He can destroy a monster. It's a Winged Karibo, so we can't do any damage. Now I couldn't have normal summon this Solid Soldier even if I wanted to. Only set because of the restriction of the skill. So here we go, Stratos into Stratos. Now we can flip up our Solid Soldier. We're swinging at him. I already felt the delay when I swung into the Winged Karibo effect. That's why I did it. And I felt plenty of delay. So he did have even more Karibos in his hand. We're going to Mystical Space Typhoon, his only hope. And then he's done for. Super just situational to even get to use this skill. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a little Yugi. We're going first. Sorry, second. He's got Dark Magician with the Egyptian hieroglyph or something like that on his sleeve. And that he's doing Dragonite. He's Gaia. Watch out for the Dragonite's path. He's going Dragon Fire, but he doesn't go into a Gaia first thing. So has to do some different stuff. We're going to use our Mystical Space Typhoon. We're still going to hit his field spell. That way he can't really get started. And we're going to just rely on Treacherous. He hits us with an Origin. Can't Treacherous one monster, obviously. Now we can normal summon our Solid Soldier. Use Special Summon Blazeman. Still triggers his effect to search a Poly. Now we can Poly these two. That's going to trigger Solid Soldier as we make a Gaia. That'll Special Summon a Blazeman once again, but you don't get to use his effect. That would be super awesome if he did. Now he's got a Dimensional Prince in us. We need this monster in the graveyard because Core can eventually summon it. But we're going to Treacherous him into the graveyard so he's not banished anyway. Origin also could have changed their attacks. Now we're left with our Blazeman. He's still bricking with his Dragonfire in there. Now I normal summon Clayman. We could have done a Poly, but he still has a trap. He hits us with Wall of D, so we're 0 attack. Passes his turn once again. Need another Clayman. This time we're going to do the Poly. We already have the guy in the graveyard, so I feel really comfortable bringing out one of my favorite monsters in all of Duel Links. Elemental Hero Core. He's great, guys. He'll double his attack if you swing into him. If he's destroyed by battle or card effect, we get a special summon the Gaia from the graveyard. Very cool monster. Our boy just set another back row. We're going Blazeman. He's gonna Regeki break our poor Core. I guess this guy is pretty big brain because he waited to chain to the Blazeman. That will cause the Core to miss his timing. So good play by him because we would have brought our Gaia out and he would have lost that duel there. But he's still just trying to rely on some back row. He goes with a Spear Strike. And I do believe it's a bluff. We test it with our Stratos anyway. It was a bluff. Handy scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. We're going first. He's full of blue eyes. Showing Ultimate Dragons. We got Stratos. We got Blazeman. We got Treacherous. Stratos into Stratos. Always a good turn. And I mean, Treacherous wins duels alone. Heroes are plenty to keep with it. We top deck a Burst Matrix. Really don't want that. We go Stratos to destroy a back row. We hit a Karma Cut. Or sorry, we hit Ultimate Providence. He hits us with Karma Cut. We still hit him with 1800. He shows his brick and he passes. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing the normal, everyday version of ourselves, and we're the Supreme King. He's repping Jaden like crazy. He's going Neo Space. I think this guy eats up like our whole hand or something. He goes with Alias, or no, sorry, he's gonna set those two. We normal summon Blazeman. That's a Poly. He's got two back row though. We're gonna use the Poly, go to the Gaia. He's gonna have his attack, give it to us, essentially giving you a direct attack. He's gonna Karma Cut. Throws away his favorite hero. Karma Cuts our poor guy, but we're not done. Poly again. This time it's the Great Tornado. So all our resources on the field as we hit him for 2325. What a number. He's got 1675 left. Shows us his brick with his second favorite hero as he top decks. And then he scoops. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. We're going second. She's using Light Sworn, Sleeve, and Mat. She's all about it with that Harpy's Hunting Ground, but I think she's just trying to trick us, and it is Trimids. Pretty sure. Yep. So, as long as we use our Mystical Space Typhoons wisely, should be pretty easy. And he didn't use this field spell. That definitely would have been the target, but we just hit a Trimid Pulse. Stratos into Soldier. We're going to use that Poly immediately, go into our Gaia. That's going to have Master. We're at 31, he's at 1800, so 2200 direct attack essentially. And we have a Treacherous. He's just going to scoop anyway. Very simple stuff with the Mystical Space Typhoons or Treacherous. They'll win the duels. We didn't even use the Treacherous that duel. Just the good staples, surrounded by boss monsters. That's essentially what E-Heroes have always been, guys. They have those weaker first turns, except for the Treacherous and the Mystical Space Typhoon. They do pump out the monsters, but this new skill just doesn't really do anything for it. you can use it technically. It's not when you duels, you're not making your deck around it. So there's really no point. There wasn't even any point in bringing evil heroes into this equation. Evil heroes have enough going on with some great skills where we'll be able to use the new cards, the new boss monsters, and we'll be able to actually get some stuff done. But until then, this was just a fun little recap on some E-heroes. E-heroes got a way to go. We need more support. I don't know if more support even exists for them. I'm sure it does. But they need help real bad. I don't think Konami cares. But we'll get to evil heroes, I promise. So thanks for watching, guys.